Greetings, Southern Cameroonians. Greetings to you all. Greetings. I would just want to just pass a short message. Very, very short. Very, very short. Very, very short. Very short. And most of you know me, I'm very straightforward when it concerns this revolution. Greetings, say man. How you doing? Let's just try to gather some people. But it's very saddened, it's very shameful, it's very despicable that I and Tony Fawn, that when it comes to even one point in a revolution, when people need to put their ego minds, I don't know if it's a curse, but I don't think it's a curse. It's self-greediness. It's self-greediness. Good evening, Ibo Tabot. Where, I don't know, we see our people dying every day. You see, if this war fails, if we don't win this war, my last advice I'll give to any restoration fighter, I'll talk for Pigeon where get gone. Any diaspora we see and when it come, may give you the hell of a life we never ever see them. Especially those who will be leaders. I talk because yesterday we support Swiss. People they be talk all kind of nonsense about Swiss. They be talk all kind of nonsense about Swiss. Yesterday we be support Swiss. Yesterday. We're so focused, we support Sako for Swiss. Despite whatever will be happen. You see, the one thing I hate for this revolution is self-interested greed. We will not ever think about, our poor people where they suffer. When we talk about so the insult beer, say beer be greedy, and then that same people where they suffer for ground, they say and say most of una the diaspora, una be more greedy than those the way we will fight against. Is terrible. I put this video out because I the one called Paul Nilong and the Sako their camp. Yesterday we struggle for make everybody be part of. Despite all the nonsense where people don't do. Despite all the money where Sako they don't embezzle up there with the Paul Nilong them. He war draft and their war draft for Meme and the one the way they do for Bongay. We don't ever come. They know they see suffer, they know they see pity. The young people, the boys the way they suffer for ground. Today morning, we will talk about say, we leave them. Last time where they will bring a Swiss, this other one they want condemn them. We all will defend the Swiss. Where that Swiss delay Ambazonians at time for close to 1 year, 2 years. They bring all kind of people, they can't talk about that Swiss. We no reject that Swiss. Activists they support that Swiss. You say a bread in the hand. You know if you get bread with it for your hand, you throw it for bush. Only because we're seeking for us to speak one word. Because of Senobi Sako bring Canada dialogue, the whole today Paul Nilong, don't they call the other one they say they be La Republique. Now where they don't can reject the Canada dialogue, now where they don't can say they don't be part of them. Wait them for Sako come, they go talk. You see, I say the enemy of this revolution are safe. After we don't collect all money, I don't want to talk about the others, but at least it was a ground. The Akwanga will be the team, Akwanga be there for that same Canadian dialogue. The problem for this one revolution so now this diaspora and I sorry they picking the for ground. I really sorry them, but may God give them strength. The real devils of this revolution we get na diaspora. The real. Let me tell you something. In life, it doesn't have to be everything doesn't need to be about you. It doesn't need to be centered around you. That's the one thing where some of us go diaspora on our feel bad. I see the pain them for the picking their heart. And I tell una some day when I go, most of una the diaspora, they will get short sleeve. Mona just plan on a life, so Mona go just really leave now all this side because the pain when they put some of this speaking that they go through. Forget about the communique be published or what. They are already acting. That's already a very forget about communique. Look, a dialogue is maturity, A dialogue is maturity. A dialogue is maturity. A dialogue is maturity. A dialogue is maturity. It's very, very maturity. I said it before that La Republic already understands us very, very well. They know very, very well how the kind of people we are. That we have some people with the same kind of Frundi kind of syndrome. The same kind of Frundi kind of syndrome. La Republic knows that. La Republic knows that very well. That we have self-greedy people. Very self-greedy. We cannot support something from another brother that it doesn't come from us. Yeah. We cannot. We cannot support something. You guys are all. Ponilong is there. His wife and the children just entered Germany. The fighters, their own children are down there. Ba Ivo, Amigo, their children are still suffering in the bush. They are still suffering in the bush. You, Ponilong, your own children and your wife, they are already in Germany living a good life. You come on social media, come and start calling others who are struggling. When Sako Onu was there, nobody talked. We support Sako because it's Akwanga and the others that are standing. I don't blame it. It's the same. Now all of you should be facing the same because the same thing Akwanga they did when it was Swiss. So it's the same thing now you guys are doing, and you are just making a fool of your own self. You don't do, even if it has to deceive, even if it has to deceive. I know that if they communicate, even if it's coming out from the mouth of their communication secretary, so it's not something. He's defending the integrity of the country. I'm not caring about their communique they made. I'm not caring whether La Republic is interested in the dialogue or not. That one doesn't concern me. I'm just talking about the way we put ourselves out there, the way we do things. Yeah, I'm just talking about that. I don't care whether La Republic come to the table or not. Because for what I know is the war will always continue. The boys on the ground are focused. I'm just talking to Ponilong that has been calling the other ones La Republic. That is La Republic that is part of the dialogue. These ones are La Republic that are doing this. For once in our own life, we cannot be matured in our brains. For once in our lifetime, we cannot be matured in our brains. After all the money, the way they don't chop, war draft, the way they don't collect, all thing, nothing, no, this still happen for ground. Sako, they sit on turn. Now, sagon, that way they don't go use sagon, don't frustrate sagon. Video, they come on where they come for me yesterday from No Pity. When No Pity, they go attack sagon now because sagon don't they kidnap mommy, then they block road, they pay money. Now the word that na thing that way Sako don't go make out of Sagon. The Sagon way and No Pity they be do great exploit for Gokitunja. They wanna come for online to see people that they struggle waiting for bring one small good thing for the beginning of New Year. After all the suffering where the people don't go, the world draft wanna be doing for ABC TV. When I do the world draft again, no world draft. You be told say go raise money go continue, money go come. Who say Haringwa they don't disappear? Who say the all and the others the Haringwa don't surely you don't go down mute no. When I be the look activists like stupid people, I think one of you can do word draft again, all thing don't they mute. When I know the still reason for our brain, so you one finger cannot put a spoon into the mouth. You need all the 5 fingers to be able to feed. Most of you cannot reason that. You still stand for a small effort away about instead of being matured enough so you don't fail. What is it difficult to accept sometimes that your own worker, if the man bring a more will support them? What be the difference? Why would the case una some of these people for diaspora? Why would they make these people back for down ground they suffer? Una they sleep with una woman una picking them for here, but now which kind devilish now which kind witch spirit where they wish some of una? Now which kind bad luck? You know if you just stand so see your brother they do something for 1 minute, you just lock your eyes say, ma just do one, ma just even give you a push. Which kind witchcraft this? At least una saw the picking where they for the bush now. You fit stay for bush for 7 years. Can you stay in the forest for 7 years? That pikin they don't cry today, some they die, they beg una every day. Every day, despite all the money, the millions they wanna don't collect. Why wanna the one frustrate the some young one in their life? Despite all the money they wanna don't collect for diaspora, wanna they live very, very okay. Very, very upon all the money wanna don't see farm for people them. Upon all the money, wanna never see pity the pikin for bush for just to say, master, we don't try. May we give him up. If some man can some good thing, you know, just play let's say no see him, support him. This is terrible, eh? Ponilong sing this thing, say, say na La Republic people. Even the La Republic don't come on move statement, say they're not the part of Anna. You go call the other one, they say La Republic, you go show your face for outside now how. You go show your face outside now how. What kind of self-interested wizards, devils are some of us in this diaspora? How some of us are they so? Now you say now why do some people don't give up for the revolution? When I talk now this video now La Republic people they will carry and now put them for their this thing. Yes, that's why some Saudi Cameroons have given up because some of you are not different from Bia. Some of you are not different from Bia. You don't know when it has to do with something that matters everybody's interest. You don't know, just like how Bia is doing. Some of you are not different. So that's why I see sometimes I don't blame some people for the way they act towards this revolution. Because some of you are worse than devils. Worst. Worse than devils. I don't blame some people. Even sometimes I did look even the way that my countryman they do, man. Some of the actions get right for my country people when they do some of the things. Some of the actions get right for some of our brothers will be black legs. Some of the actions. Because when some reasonable young man will get a vision for a life, if she don't look the way some of them they do for them for decide to be black leg, it's not even their fault. I just watch from the day when this Canada thing just come out outside, the way some of them for diaspora wanna react. I just know that we look, some of you are cursed. You look, some of you are not different from beer. It's really terrible. It's really terrible. All these people they be black leg. They used to tell me sometimes, say, brother, you don't understand. You don't know why we are black leg. I used to look at them. So I used to talk, but at a certain point, even me myself, when I joined this restoration movement, when I look on action, I just look my God. So I look the auto. I don't know. I said, Lord, let your will be done. There is no turning point. It's like me in a boat alone in a deep blue sea. Because on action is very horrible. Any reasonable sounding Cameroonian will sit in his bed. You look front, you look back. You see and say the people have tried. How much will Sako don't collect for this revolution since Sako go jail? How much? How much has Sako collected in this war since Sako went to jail? How much money has been raised? How much? Did Sako talk to Ayabacho? Has Sako talk to Akwanga? Has Sako talk to Marianta or Chris Anum? So there is no peace in your own dictionaries, but you guys sleep in your own houses. And forget that these children in the bush, they need peace too. What kind of human beings some of you are in this diaspora? What kind of human beings are? For all the money we don't collect, it must still be enough, and then you stand one day to talk about beer? Let's be reasonable. More be very reasonable. What God some of you even have to talk about beer when some of us talk? Because it's like you guys are not different from. You don't even know what to put, what is at stake, the interest at stake. You don't know. You don't know what is important. For once, your people will start to even look how togetherness, how united you can be for 1 minute. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know for once. For once. And you come and stand, you say you want to replace beer. You're not different. Most of you, look, if they have to put me today, I will tell the people of Ambazonia too that some of you are not different from Frundi. I have your names very, very written off. Very written off. You don't know how to kill your interest for the interest of the global people. Any revolutionaries that want to fight life has a point of a time to compromise. Compromise for once. Compromise your greed. Because even the people trusted you. Even. I was very happy. Ayabacho once said he wanted to be part of Team Act. I was waiting for Sako to call Ayabacho and say, I want to be part of Team Canada, or call Akwanga. I was waiting. Because from all my information, Marianta was part of it. Even when I talk and I've been briefed, Marianta knew about it. She has her own things that wanted to be adjusted. Marianta, I was waiting to hear Sako part to say they want to be. Ayabacho called and was part of Team Act. He said wanted to be part of Team Act. Most of you rejected Ayabacho. Most of you called him all kind of names. I want to be reasonable for once. Ayabacho has called me, if not when I was under this Sako and Uchemba, I would have talked to him. He has his own faults. Yes, I accept. But in every time you need to a compromise, and he has always struggled to give a compromise. I was waiting to see what Sako would do, whether they'll give a compromise. I was waiting to see. I was waiting to see if they'll give a compromise. But no, all of them were acting because they were not called up. They did not wait to see. They did not wait. They did not call Ayabacho before Ayabacho called them that he wanted to be part of Swiss. They did not. It was Ayabacho that told them that, my brothers, I want to be part of it. They did not call Akwanga. Akwanga said he wanted to be part of it. I really see why Siseko acted somehow in that prison. I come to certain understandings every day in this revolution. From the action I've seen from the camp of Sako and all those, I really come to understand many things in this revolution now. It's really horrible. It's really horrible. You just go on social media, you start calling Paul Nilong has been on social media the whole day, calling the others that they are La Republic, they are this, they are that, they are this. But I did not hear one of them I did not hear some of them, even though, yes, they have done their own backlashes, but at least for once in the last 1 year, they have been of compromise. You should have waited too. You all should have waited. You should have even waited. You should have even given a thoughtful this thing that, hey, we tried war draft. You have tried 3 things, Ambazonians have supported you. The Sako camp, you all started in my trip to Boya. We supported you in my trip to Boya. You all in my trip to Boya, Ambazonia supported you. You came, you complained that no, Tabenyam Brado and this one, you and Irene Goa, you brought news about Ambazonia. People still say, okay, it has gone. They came back again the second time. They supported you in world draft. You did the first world draft, they were there. You did basket for president, basket for people paid, money came in, people pledged. More than how many millions? Aringo accepted, announced that you guys had more than 300 million CFA. That's about 500,000 that came in. No equipment, no logistics, nothing was found, nothing was done. People were just saying, we sent money here. These only stories they got. Today the fighters are left down there. Some of us have run away. It doesn't bother you. After struggling under the shadows, people pick out something again. Which this could even, people were already interested. Ambazonians were even looking that maybe now we could pick up another steam to wake up the spirit of our boys. You and your pony long, just wake up today. It don't be now for social media and a pony long. Let's change, because the judgment where these restoration fighters go give some of una go regret. Not be surprised someday you go Southern Cameroon, you lose all your picking the soul, including your woman. Not be surprised, now war. Some of una dey for comfortable zone. We get the microphone, we get this thing, we get the Facebook. We just use that anyhow. But you forget some people that die now every day. Now transporter that for meme, it be day he wrote yesterday. Bullet for fit take it. Now what we do? You know if you say you go your own go be una not surprises Sunday. You go and go me, they go meet some king of the jungle. They go put your pikin and so and your woman so they scatter them for down so. You experience to how people they used to die as they be die for ground. Una forget say the whole gone. Make una no think. Don Pacho, you can send me an invitation, but I don't want to be long. Let me just add you, but I didn't want to be long. I've added you, Don Pacho. I just wanted to be for a short time. I've added you. I'll just coming out here to just pour out how I feel so bad. At least for once, let's have a compromise. Let's have a compromise. No matter what political differences we have, at least.
Yeah, my brother Jeka, thank you for adding me a day for some position one of it day for video, but I want just join for say make what people know say Ambazonia now, nobody Ambazonia for 2019, 2020, 2021. We did for 2023, and all we will go unite Ambazonia. The activists they don't start for show people say we fit unite. All these other people where they call themselves activists, where they come out give only wrong information, come out coach people, come out talk anything where they want to talk. That one, not their cup of tea. We will start this liberation struggle, Prince Jeka. We will start from the beginning for advocate for this liberation struggle. We will get our differences. Yes, we don't look Ambazonia a big past those differences. We don't talk for ourselves, say Ambazonia is bigger than you, Prince Jeka. It is bigger than me, Don Pasho. It is bigger than every activist. We, the people, then, we get to unite ourselves. We get for Shidonda, we ask ourselves, what do we want? Do we want politics? Activists, then we don't play politics. And it is time for us all for talk. So we'll be sorry for our people for Ambazonia. So we'll be joint politicians. We'll play politics over the lives of our people. We are sorry. Now that time for we all for put our hands them together for look at those people where they die every day for ground zero. Like you talk General Transporter be there for wrote for Kumba yesterday, anything before happen we when it happened, the highest thing we will do now, we can't time rest in peace or rest in power. Now all that way we for diaspora we will do. But what you will fit do for help them, what you will get to for help them now.
I believe in the expect say porn a long way, it don't be me. I know where to make it go mute. It mute where it go. Porn long be the vibrant for this revolution. Porn long go mute for until I don't want to talk about it and until I know like I'm gonna watch what dirty thing for outside. Yeah. Where porn long go mute, where she do all that nonsense. But I expect that say he don't be part of defense. He don't watch Pekin and die. He watch this man, this small big boy where he come up ground one can't die for Kumbade. What he be name again? This general, which I don't forget anyway. He asked me money so for a long time for Watana Wata. That Pekin dies. I create. What will be Pekin anyway? They on that pony long again for Bongedi. We can't die. So I vex and she don't say Watana Wata. They show a message where he send me for Watana Wata. They tell me say Prince, please just send me money. And then I be talk for Rekwaka, tell me say no, they be don't send me some money, they be do this and that Pekin will come. And then I go back, the begin say yes, Prince, but this is what I face. Just send me that money. I really want to go. Don't pass. I not send that Pekin that money because I be just the and my spirit. You know, make 1 week that Pekin come out is set from ground one. Come for can do some for come fight back for meme they pay. All this.
Just one example. Now, just one example that I get your when I move money where people contribute. They contribute 1.3 million. I send them for that people for ground one. As Ijo enter the next 2 days, I seen a video for social media where they don't kill it. It put me through depression for some period of time.
This not things that we have to say we don't reach a stage where now New Year this. Now New Year this. Sako don't try own. You don't say I say he don't fail, you know waka. For all the money Ambazonians they don't give. They only talk to Sako, all of them. They don't do that, they don't fail. At least for once, something don't come up, let them behave matured. Thinking about these boys down there. Because they don't know tomorrow.
The thing don't come up when my brother Prince Jeka, maybe you never even know, maybe you did live, you know, even read where you don't know which way they go on. This thing don't come up to negotiation for Canada. Only we for social media, only we will spoil. Nobody like Republic don't move communicate. Now say they know they for Canada. Say they never agree anything for Canada. Now what is that like Republic don't move communicate? Just now they don't read that for their CRTV news. They don't put that for later. They don't put that for outside. So now because of this what useless disunity, useless noise where they make up for social media every day. Now he didn't make up like probably no one commit to anything. You know what commit to anything.
Yesterday, I talk and say first, even that communique where they move on for out yesterday way Dr. Akwanga sign and this man. I tell them say normally communique no be visible come away with the sign in different way they decide sign under the SOB group. But I will just give that suggestion. And then I this morning when I come out, I see the way the issue start go. I be talking to they say the fuse end because even this man Tibo Nagibi don't talk him. Tibo Nagibi talk say anytime where La Republic want run something, La Republic never talk and say we are disunited. They use one party of we, one person for say we are disunited, we are not organized. I talk that thing. I say if we want to go for anything like dialogue, people have to compromise. I know say to Dr. David Makongo can put that post say we leaders they don't even get for represent for dialogue. May they find a law firm make it represent. Because we cannot go out there divided. You know, even if our ancestors they be doing so for Enugu, we never live in Nigeria. When we are prepared to live in Nigeria, groups they be there. PM Khaled and the others they became their parties. But all of them they compromise. You know, for Eastern Regional House, for you, how you think say British live for Papa they made they come out? When Saudi Cameroon
that is the problem. That is the problem that Ambazonia is facing. When we as activists, the problem for this liberation struggle, may we accept and whether we deny or we accept and project that the problem of this liberation struggle is us, the activists, because now we be all the powers for so may we direct this liberation struggle, may go the way we go. Now me and you will come out, will put our face for outside, and me and you will talk the talk, they will lead us them. Where they call themselves leaders, they know if you talk that they talk them. But me and you will come up, put our face for outside. Our families then they are at risk for ground zero. Our lives then they are at risk for this place where they live. You will there for this show, Prince Jeka. you fit comot again, go for the small nightclub the way we go drink limo, you fit still go because you dey fear, you no know who be who for your corner, you no know who be who wey e go sit down for your corner. We don live our life in a secrecy now, but we be take this liberation struggle as activists. Like I talked before, we put politics for front. It is time for us to tell Ambazonia people, like I talked before, we are sorry. We are now going to work for the people of Southern Cameroon. We are not going to look at any leader face, whether you be Sisiko, whether you be Yerima, whether you be Akwanga, whether you be Bowebe, whether you be Sako, whether you be Ayaba. We will not look at you in the face. We will tell you which way it be wrong and which way it be right for the people of Southern Cameroon. We are coming together to set the ball ruling. Now we hold the media space and we come out now with strategic media as activists for put the liberation struggle on track and set the ball ruling. Ambazonia must be free, whether La Republic likes it or not, whether they move their communicator, say they know they for dialogue for Canada, whether they do for dialogue for Canada, we don't care anymore. We are fighting for the total liberation of South America.
That one, you're right, Don Pacho. And I believe that I'm very happy for what we activists are doing. And I believe that we are coming together where all, both the old and the new, they come together for make sure say we gather as one people and we raise the money, send them for the boys and for the ground, and then shame all this papa them. I believe that that's a good move. I myself, I'm very happy for the way all the activists are coming back together. I just come out for hit this pony along. It think made they not talk tomorrow say activists were part of whatever, because him the pony along already should say he's a surrogate from long time ago, and it's a shame. Say something like that go come up because they not come on for Sako. Despite himself know the failure where Sako don't do, he come out outside the staff for drag and for mud. He talk and say they na La Republic, they na this and that and that. It really touched me so bad. I be want to call it out now. Say make it come now, can't talk again. Make it come make post. Make it can't talk again now. Say na La Republic no. Not be La Republic don't come out again. Make it come. That's the problem we always face because we don't know how at once to stand as a people. But I'm very happy so we all activists, we are seeing that reason as we used to before, because this revolution, we don't be run by activists. So I'm very happy about that. That's the only thing. And for those who are watching us, my people, dialogue or not dialogue, what we need to do, what we need to do is to make sure we increase the firepower on the ground. Dialogue or not dialogue, we don't need to even concentrate on any dialogue. That is it. That yesterday. So we don't even talk about dialogue. What should we be thinking now? And this is a challenge to all these leaders. If La Republic already move communicate for CRT, they say no for dialogue. It's a challenge to Ayabacho. It's a challenge to Akwanga. It's a challenge to Marianta. It's a challenge to Yerima. It's a challenge to whoever we see in space and call it as a leader. It's a challenge to activists. Because for 7 years, we don't do for this war. We don't get one constant logistics where the supply will avoid the AK and granite. For 7 years. And they would only be interested with people that come over to talk about say the day for top dialogue table. It's a disgrace. That's a
disgrace to us Ambazonia. It be so shameful for we Ambazonia. I be bit disappointed when I be see when they put out communique. Capo Daniel go out and talk say if tank phobia. If tank phobia means say you would beg for negotiation. La Republic needs to beg us to negotiate, not us begging for negotiation. We have the powers to do what we have to do. We are defending ourselves and we are capable of doing it. Why are you thanking whosoever? We don't need to thank anybody. La Republic. This 2023, the fire where it only start with a steam, where activists then don't come together. I don't see they don't put people for some fun where all the defense group then don't come together. We go bring La Republic to its knees. La Republic go back. We only now as we talk big announcement. Boy them for Malfe, they don't put down petrol station for Malfe, they put down one ikome for down. Now so we do 2023. Now so. Is enough. La Republic to Cameroon will go down on their knees. We have nothing to beg them for negotiations. This
is a challenge, and I wish they made the leaders until they take the challenge. Or then they get passport. This is a challenge. They don't do it 2 times. Just like how they began our brothers, the time when this war be start, just kill the lefal. Restoration fighters they stop that nonsense. Now the challenge again, and number 2 times this way that the Republic they come on make humiliation. They do one for Swiss, where Sako be talking at the midday. Now again, they don't do one for Kwanga for tell all and say, oh, una two, una be fool. We want to see how they go react. That's how a leader not be person where you just come out, you follow. What it's a challenge to all of them. Because I don't talk before. I say, if you know so you are a leader not just come out, you wait and one opportunity for say and say dialogue, don't be, you carry delegation when I go, it's good. But a leader is not that way. A leader is a person where you act on action. Yeah. Where if some person say, now what I see me at test, Sako is not a leader. Because you know, go the John, they go travel, go Swiss. If you come out America, can't go Swiss, send delegate for Swiss. When we send delegate, then they go find firepower for that boys. If we don't try, this war is very easy for us to win. But those the way they claim to be leaders, they don't want to take their responsibility. They don't want to collect money from Ambazonia. They collect money from Ambazonia. They don't want to take their responsibility. Because if they don't come out, they go find material. If we don't put correct economic sabotage, the how that boy they burn that petrol station today for Manfe, all that petrol station they don't go down, all that most of the things they don't go down. Only economic sabotage. Look, Ghost Town alone. Ghost Town since was start for 6 years to 7 years now. Ghost Town I don't make like Republic they go bankrupt. So only Ghost Town one day Ghost Town. Then it tell you say if we don't increase, not even need for go attack military, increase only on economic sabotage. Or economic sabotage will target now the government. There are many things that we fit talk and very well. I know I put that out. Economic sabotage. Only on economic sabotage. Not talking say you go attack something. Only economic sabotage. Anything where government get interest in, you target anything.
We don't talk say the problem for the liberation struggle now why? Because we don't deny for take the fight for the level where we're supposed to fight them. Because maybe we talk truth. We like we kill 1 million or 1 billion ekelebe, La Republic will only recruit them, bring them for our side. Which we will need now.
Recruit 1,000 youths. Not be today announcing they want to recruit 1,000 youths for counter whether they say fake this thing on social media. So you know from
this, so say economic sabotage. Please, we not go for talk for social media. Time they come. We don't enter 2023. We go put the money for down. We go put the money for down. Ambazonia and get donors where they be ready for donate. When we go finish what we want to do as activists, we activate operation. Say any man he put in money for down. We go build ground zero for the level where all man in mob go shut up. Now La Republic go back for negotiation. Now we work as sing negotiation. Say La Republic don't call negotiation this. We no need for the bet them. Activists, like I talked before, we are the firepowers of this liberation struggle. Now we advocate change the minds of so many people where they be a federalist. Now we advocate change the mind of so many people where they be unionists. We advocate do everything for Ambazonia, for say make Ambazonia be what it be today. Before so-called leader them, they can't stand, they take them. They continue. We will fail our people. We turn for start for the sing praises for those leaders. But as we don't talk, it is 2023 and the unity of all activists, if not all, 90% of activists, we're going to see them united. We're going to see them coming out with one voice. We're going to see them advocating not for any leader, but advocating for the freedom and the total restoration of the state of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Make una wait. Time is coming. Yes.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you. Obasa King, go on and say what you have to say.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brothers. I want just talk say, you see, me will not lament for anything, because which way La Republic just do, they don't further expose themselves for the whole world. Canada not be any kind of country. Like you come the other day, you talk say Canada na big five. Canada not be any kind of country.
That's true.
If Canadian government can put out a peace process for Cameroon, because they don't state things the way it be very, 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 very important for international peace, humanitarian reasons, and when people don't die for conflict above 5,000 number. They're not stupid for put 6,000. They don't go above 5,000, where it be a concern for the international community, for the United Nations. So Canada not stupid. They're not stupid for put that communique outside. So where Cameroon don't do now, say they don't shoot themselves from their foot. They don't shoot themselves from their leg.
Sorry for cut you. Me, I'm not talking about Canada. Whether La Republic come up for this or not, I was just talking about really what brought me here is to call the attention of the attitude of Paul Nilong and then talk to my people how we ourselves can destroy and shoot our own self and kill our own interests.
Okay.
Despite how they don't support you before, because people don't support Paul Nilong, we don't do for, under Sako and everything.
Right.
I just talk about the dialogue or whatever. La Republic, Canada is not a small country.
Of course.
Small. Canada, they amongst that. You talk Canada in the big five of this world.
Of course. And Cameroon is I see inside the community they call American government. Canada na America na Canada.
Canada and America.
They don't expect America to go against Canada or for support Cameroon in favor of Canada. They know Cameroon government no fit. They don't shoot themselves for their food. That communicate
come up from here now for just caution. We say
communicate indirectly invite the international community to intervene directly. Now, which
my brother,
1 minute. So don't pass show. Let me just clear the audience on the reason why they say I come out here very promptly as a voice of the ancestor. I come out here now because the further days are pregnant, and if we should learn to compromise. Yeah, this is the main thing. My main message to come out to this is a message of compromise, because all we don't fall our people at a particular point, but we should start looking at global interest. For what the Republic do, that one they are only digging their grave. But what I'm talking is about our own global interest. Where if you see something where they come out, if you not be part of them, if you know what support them, stay mute.
Exactly.
That if you see something where come out for this revolution, that for call some name for the team, that for give the things on title because you know be part of them. I beg papa, mommy, or brother, or activist, or whoever you are, stay mute. Stay mute. Don't go start slandering it because your group or this is not part of it. All the groups that don't experience them. All the groups they don't experience them. I believe the only people that never act such way are activists and we young people. Now only we. So that was the main thing I'm coming in because the process still be pregnant. The process still be pregnant where it goes still need to for behave maturely. Canada no be small countries I be talking. I said Canada they among the big five of this world. And abroad as all of them. Before Canada be a federated state where it did today, now America, one of the big five, now be favor America. If you go back to the Canadian history, you go check them. Say how Canada can be federated state where they speak two languages.
Right.
And when Canada don't evolve, upon the they say Swiss, we not support Swiss, they can't support Canada. Swiss in my mind or Swiss now just play they go keep money. Swiss and land over get voice when it concerns world politics. If you get voice when it concerns monetary, economics, and all that. But when it concerns world politics, you have five: Canada, America, Britain, Germany, France. That's the big five. I know I'm Russia because what now. So don't pass you drop something there.
I just want close and say whether Canada or no Canada, whether La Republic accept negotiation or they no accept negotiation, we no get for rely on whether now who they do it. Now we Ambazonian them we get for look ourselves. Can we work as a team? Can we work as a people and free our people? When we don't work as a team, we work as a people. We raise money as one. We form ground zero. The firepower on the ground will make La Republic to bow. The firepower on the ground will make the international community to intervene as fast as possible. It is time for us all. 2023 should be that year for us to liberate Ambazonia.
Right.
I yield. Thank you. Plenty. Moving on, continue. I go to watch for back.
For just drop something for that for the last talk don't pass you don't talk. I still don't talk. It shows everything. What we only for do now na synergy. For all the leaders them. If Sako won't be on the own, me the isolating. If Sako say because I don't see Orlando endorse the Canada process, all leaders them. We get John Bakoro, Ebenezer Kwanga, even Chris Ano, I don't know whether Mariananta also endorse them or not. But if Sako don't say he won't be on his own, make the isolating. Make the show, make the project unity come together. All these leaders, them, may they come together as one. As Don Pasho don't talk, form that unity. may we continue for form our movement. May we continue for form our movement. And then Sako is set for a corner. We go see how it go function. Because I don't understand why Sako go on they go peace process go their way. They want go for negotiation table where we know say now for day all we go end. Now for day this war go end for negotiation table. Canada na a credible country where don't come up say yes. May they engage for peace process. All leaders and don't engage. They don't accept. Now Sako you want tonight with Cameroon government. So we don't know whether Sako it work now with Cameroon government because the same communique where Cameroon government don't come out now the same thing where Sako go write for Twitter. Say they don't want they know they will anything so-called dialogue for Canada. So we don't know whether Sako the work now with Cameroon government or we don't know what he be up to. So me all the other leaders and when they don't jointly accept the Canada process, may they come together, form a unified structure where if they want to go for that negotiation table, if Canada want imposer, because Canada get the power for imposer, they get the power for imposer because they be backed by the UN and other big guns for the Security Council. So Canada get power for imposer. So me all our leaders the way they don't accept that process, may they come together. Whether the dialogue come or not, may they just come together, may this unity prevail, then may they form a unified structure where the whole Ambazonia go form, will go bring back firepower back for ground.
Well, Obase, I think now the thing that activists they already gather to, they already gather. Activists that would already come back like I would be there before. We know political affiliations. Yeah. And what with the plan and just the same thing on the talk. If the old people no one do them, we will do them. We come back very strong and we want to encourage our fighters, our brothers, and we do for ground. But make sure so we'll keep the train going. At least for the restoration movement, activists always get a credible reputation when it concerns finances or whatever. But this time, not being active, they will take any money. The money to go direct for the fighters. So we are they still talk. We still have some discussions on it because we get for continue for motivate the boys. Yeah, you shall say for a long time upon all the money we Sako they don't collect or whoever. You shall say the fighting spirit for the ground and the boys that is stuck for keep them as of this moment. So we are just here to tell Ambazonians that we have to be focused. We don't go back for dialogue because this was an easy war to be won, very easy. If we all have to stand up as a people, defend ourselves as a people, and fight as a people. You see, I say the enemy said be scared. If we follow the die for the journalists, we die for the Yaoundé. Yeah, na Betty Pikinda, so they kill them right inside their own town. So I will test Southern Cameroon and say, if they do that one so for their own picking, then who be you? Who be you? Who could protect you if tomorrow something stand? Yeah, who go stand for you? So at this point, we have no option than for everyone to act as a compromise because we know say any man get one or two ways where maybe this revolution don't hurt you. But at this point, you need to have to compromise your faith. You need to compromise your anger. You need to compromise anything where they hurt you against this restoration movement. Because for the betterment for all of us, right. It's for the betterment of all of us. You have no option in life. You have no brother in the military. You have nobody that will stand to defend you. Even if you have a brother that's a colonel, he's a minus. He's a minus in the military. Even if you have an uncle that's a delegate or whoever, all those are sacrificial lambs. If tomorrow that gendarme will corner your uncle, will protect your uncle and marry your own and who, they tell that gendarme say kill your uncle, will kill him because no matter say your uncle, they control that gendarme for now, not just a bodyguard. The real person they control that gendarme na Yaoundé. Now one of the things, and that is what this of what they do for government, they forget for no. So as the days that they go by, most of them when they inside that government, they be sacrificial lamb. When I see what happen with this senator we die for Bamenda. Yeah, this senator we talk, this senator Henry, we be talk about Barrister Kemendi Henry. When I see how the one killing, if you get bodyguard in a gendarme no, but they do with the one take the other commander for Yaoundé. They just say stray bullets. If you get bodyguard to a whole senator become bodyguard. So just imagine you will declare yourself to be mayor, you will declare yourself to be delegate, you will declare yourself to be chancellor for investor, whoever. No, say they will come where they want to take you. And they will come where they want to take you. Now Yaoundé they give the order. That bodyguard will there for you. Now the first person they go use for kill you. Because he go leave you, take you go for the play, they go for sacrifice you, they sacrifice you and you go away. Now, China,
Alright, the same killings, the same killing squad where they get and where they take and kill this, Zogo, this their journalists for Yaoundé. Now the same killing squad where they don't use them for Southern Cameroon, kill picking them, go for Kumba, kill picking them for school, go for this side, kill picking them, go for that one. They don't assassinate people, they don't kill people. You see, all this thing where they happen for Yaoundé today, so this Zogo thing, not just the tip of the iceberg. If they tell you people the other day, I hear the other day say for Boya for governor's office, they get their own torture chamber for inside our office.
For Boya, they get them plenty.
Where then they torture people, where then they kill people inside, they go bury them. With no man no. So any man where he say he want be black leg or he want be, I don't know, he want to wait you, I don't know, but we just detoxivity.
No,
make our leaders.
This Zogo, he killing. This journalist for Yaoundé killing. He don't open plenty put their eye. If any person not feel learn from this Zogo killing, he thinks say it be some favorite for La Republic, then made the dicky hungry. I talk about Southern Cameroonians the way they check in one or other to betray the revolution. I know some people don't really sacrifice for this restoration movement, but nothing is worth sacrificing for your freedom. I know, mommy, the way they don't pay kind money for this war. I know, I feel their pain, but there is nothing that you can sacrifice. Look, some of we, me, I be activist. I don't be here for 6 years. I don't pay war draft. I don't support people. Them all kind of demand don't get them. All kind of things. But we are still here. It's freedom. I'm young. If I don't fight, I will still meet it. If I don't defend what I have to defend today, they say he who fears to fight today needs to fight another day. I cannot run from my shadow. What I'm facing is like my shadow, and that's what we all are facing. So I think I will just leave you guys now. Thank you so much, Obase, for joining. I believe we have thrown so much.
Okay, my brother. Then I wish you a good evening, my brother.
Thank you so much for your contribution. God bless you and Don Basho. And God bless all those who have been joining. God bless you all. I believe we have had a small short talk, and I thank you all for joining in promptly. I did not inform anyone that I was going to be live today. I thank you all for being here. Please remember this. I know very well most of you watching, in one way or the other, this revolution has angered you. It has angered your family. But please have a compromise in your heart, because it's for our own benefit and that of our own generation. Please. I'm very happy the way some of you took, the way you reacted towards these Canadian talks. Even though the BR government is playing whatever they are doing, but I tell you, we will win. We just need to increase the firepower. Forget about the dialogue. Many people have called on our Republic. The ball is so much in our favor. It's so much in our favor that we don't need to beg for dialogue. Swiss have tried. The United States have tried. Canada now too has tried. What have you and I, Saudi Cameroonians, done? That should be the question. Swiss have tried. Canada has tried. America has called for release. United Nations Human Rights Organization, Amnesty International, all of them, they have spoken. But the question is, what have you done? Others are talking for us. What have we done? Yes, some of us have tried. You have given money. But now it's not the time for money anymore. Now is not the time. Now is the time for physical action as a foot soldier. Now is the time we need to go out and start looking for what will help our brothers. Now is the time for we to look for roads that things will get to the ground. Now is the time. Now is not the time to be giving your money again and only go and sit behind. I'm telling you, my people, ask yourself that people are fighting for your destiny. You go to church praying every day. God is performing the miracle, but are you acting by faith? Your God, our God, the God of heaven and earth, the maker of the heavens, the maker of the earth, is performing a miracle for you, that the greatest people on the world, which have their very stable economy, they are talking for you who don't have. But the question God is asking is, what faith are you putting forth in making sure this becomes a reality? It's time for us all, in whatever field you are in life, try to make sure something gets to the ground. I said it yesterday that if you have family in the ground, make sure every household, don't take that you're buying the gun to take it and fight. Protect yourself for tomorrow. Every household in Southern Cameroon needs to have an AK. Because in this life, it's a life of a brave. It's either you kill or get killed. Remember this any day you sleep. Most of you are in the diaspora, which you have your family back home. Remember this any day you go to bed. In this life, there are two things. It's either you kill or get killed. In a state like which we are in Southern Cameroon, remember that. It's either you kill or get killed. Stay blessed. Love you all. And thanks for those who turn out. And please, no matter what,
Let's learn to compromise and keep our own. Preserve what is in the interest of the people. Have a great evening. It's the voice of your ancestor, Prince Jaka.